Just My Opinion, the podcast.
Mike Roberts, baby.
My name is Ari Irizarry.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion. My name is Ari and I'm here with Mike. Hello, Mike.
What up, big dog? How you doing today?
I'm good. Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, man.
How you been?
I've been very good. Very good. Yeah.
I bet you are.
Yeah, man.
I bet you are. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Look at that face. You look like a happy person.
I appreciate that. I feel like a happy person today.
Look at you looking all happy and shit.
Yeah. You know, it's been a great weekend and a great couple of weeks. It's hard to complain.
It's been 2 weeks since we last recorded. You're
Yeah.
right. We were out on a lot of stuff, and you were on vacation, and a lot happened in your vacation.
A lot did happen in my vacation. And to not hold anything back, for those of you that don't already know on the listenership, that I did get engaged.
Beep, 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 beep.
Bow, 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 bow. Banger mic drop. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, yeah, I got engaged over our vacation, and it was excellent. Everything worked out great. She was completely surprised.
She said yes?
She said yes. I mean, that was
Awesome.
definitely important that she says yes.
Well, that would have been a good show.
Yeah, it would have been made for a great episode if she hadn't. I tell you that. We definitely could have got some of the viewers to follow this. For sure. But she did. Sorry.
I'm happy that you just grew a pair and did it.
Well, that's one way to put it. Everything when we went down there to the beach, it was quite a surprise, you know, because she wasn't expecting, obviously, anything. And then we had some friends kind of join us to make it seem more normal, like we were taking photos, and then all we were doing is taking photos. And then it quickly, she found out it wasn't just for photos. So it was really cool because we got all the way down to the beach. To the beach head, like, because we were staying at the beach, of course, but this particular part is like at the end of the beach. So we all loaded up. We're going down there. We had just finished dinner, and you know, naturally, we're all trying to catch the sunset. But she was just kind of like, oh, okay, cool, you know, that'll be fine. But like, why are we rushing? And then we get all the way down there. And I had prearranged with my friends that I was going to untie my shoe so that it was believable. Because one of my shoes always ends up coming untied. And that's what we did. As soon as we got, like, you have to go through, like, this little foresty area for, like, 5 minutes. And then once we got through there, I kind of, pulled that shoestring loose. And as we were taking pictures, my friend's wife was like, hey, your shoe's untied. And Melinda, of course, was like, oh my God, your shoes are always untied. You know, you got to fix this. I'm like, all right, give me just a second. Literally, it couldn't have happened more perfect. Because when that happened, she made that little joke about me, like, oh, this always happens to you. And then she was like, well, while he's fixing his shoe, take some pictures of me. So she's over there doing her own little photo shoot, like she stepped like just slightly out of frame.
Yeah. So
her girlfriend could catch her photo. Perfect. So then I pulled I had just kept the ring itself in my, like, this little zipper pocket in my shorts. So I just pulled it out. And then by the time she turned around, I was already on one knee and she had no clue. Like, I had no time to get situated because she's doing her own photo shoot. She has no fucking clue. And she turns around and then there I was and she just instantly started crying and was just, oh my God. Oh my God. And I was like,
Did you say something?
Huh?
Do you say something?
I said,
just pull the ring.
I pulled the ring out and I said, you know, what do you think? I think, what do you think was my number one question. I was like, what do you think about this? Let's do this. And because like instantly she turned and just was like, started crying. And I thought that like there may be a moment where I would have that cinematic type opportunity to say like, you know, a couple of words, you know, hey, I've been meaning, we've gotten to this point because of blah, 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 blah. But it didn't happen. And I was like, I promised myself if it didn't kind of happen like naturally, that I wasn't going to force it.
Yeah.
So, because everything seemed to work so well, self-implied, I was like, you know what? I kind of missed that moment, but that's okay. We could save it for the wedding itself. You know what I mean? I'll put together some good words. But that specific moment, like it was like a firework that had been lit. It just happened so fast. It just.
Yeah. Were you nervous?
Oh, extremely nervous.
Yeah. Why?
Extremely nervous. Because, like, keep in mind, like, I had to make it. Our vacation is an entire week on the beach, right? So I'm making, and like that for me is going to be the highlight of my vacation.
True.
For her, I still have to make sure she stays entertained throughout the rest of the vacation, is having a good time, because this is vacation, not Friday. So it worked out really, really well in the sense that obviously she kept it under wraps, or we kept it under wraps, but they, by the time our friends had gotten there on like Thursday afternoon with the ring, I was like, yeah, I'm about ready. I'm pretty nervous
It's
now.
real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. So, but it was exciting, and it's been a great experience ever since. She's been just tickled pink and excited. So that's nice.
How do you feel now after?
Committed. It's a big step. I feel great. But I've never been in this position before. So that's what's also kind of new. I've never haven't been engaged or married before. Yeah. So this is all, it's kind of fun because it's all new to me.
Got you.
You know what I mean? There's no, in my past relationship or this and that. You can't really compare that when you were never engaged with somebody in the past.
Yeah, there's nothing to compare. You're right.
So I'm enjoying that part. It's because it's been a while since I've had like new stuff like that. So and Melinda and I are having fun with it. And of course, what's ironic is the amount of questions I've got, gotten already about the fact that, oh, do you guys have a date? Do you have?
Yeah.
Have you picked out this, that, and the other? And I'm just
I think it's normal though.
I think so, but we haven't done this.
Yeah.
We haven't produced a date, time of year, any of this just yet.
No, don't wait 5 years though.
It's not a matter of waiting. It's just a matter of like everything's backed up.
Yeah. How's your family? When you told them,
they were happy for me. They were happy for me. My grandmother was down there when we could do this, so that was pretty cool. Like I slid it in as like Grandma wants to take photos with all of us, and she's pretty tight with me and my friends, so it all worked out like believable. So Grandma got to, one of my grandmas got to see the event, and was really, really happy. My family, for the most part, is excited. They're excited.
Very nice.
Yeah, I would say, they're happy for me. But keep in mind, they're the most, not the most emotional bunch of folks in the world. So, but I do know that, like, my stepmom has reached out to Melinda and shared some words and stuff like that, and I thought that was really cool. Really cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
She's very cool.
Yeah. The good things are happening, My brother and sister, though, I think are out of state right now, so I haven't been able to, really to see them. But my kids, my kid siblings, my twin sisters and such are very, 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 very excited.
Cool.
Yeah. It's been a really nice reaction, and we're unsure where to, now you're in all these debates, big, small. We're going to Mexico in August. We're just like, we could just do this in August real quick, and just to be done with it. But it's just it's a lot of what do you do? What do you do? Mm-hmm. How do you go about it? There's like no right or wrong answer so far when planning a wedding. Like it's like because there's a smaller event could be cool, and then a bigger event could be cool too, or no event would be perfectly fine, and we could just
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
So we got some interesting stuff ahead of us, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And overall, outside of that, the vacation itself was really good.
Yeah, the weather was great.
Yeah, weather was great on the beach, clear skies. I think we got rain. Literally the first day we got it that evening for a couple hours, but it was fine. It was like I said, it was in the evening.
Yeah.
But we got it for like a couple hours. No big deal at all, bro. No big deal at all.
Very nice.
What about you, man? How's life been the past week or two?
What happened? Yeah, I feel like it forever too.
It's all a blur now, right?
Oh yeah, so yeah, we went out for it was my birthday. That's what it was. And we wanted to do a few things. We went to the beach and we went to a water park as well, because my birthday falls under Mother's Day too. So we did all that stuff and just relax. Yeah, we had a nice long weekend together. And then just back to work, I guess,
Back to work.
But yeah, back to work. It's been busy because I have a vacation coming up soon, so I'm not taking any really time off right now until that day. So it was like a long weekend. That was pretty much it. But it's another birthday. What do you mean? You drink, eat, and let's go.
Yeah. Talk about this past year and how we're going to do better next year.
Yeah. To top it, you got to top the year before.
Oh, of course.
So, but I didn't want to do anything. I every year I do something for my birthday. It involves a lot of drinking and stuff, but I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, you didn't want to do all that this year.
No, I didn't want to do no parties. Tasha goes crazy. She wants to do parties and stuff, and I don't want to do nothing this year. I want to just lay low, relax, and that's what we did. Literally what we did.
Just want to chill.
That's what I wanted to do this time. Yeah, we do too many parties, so we can do something soon.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
because you just don't want to
Somehow
host
always-
anybody all the time.
We always have something going on in the house, and just for a break, just for a break. And everybody knows already, so they're like planning for us. So what are we doing?
Yeah, what's going to happen?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Maybe nothing.
So maybe for Father's Day.
Well, and at the same time, aren't you going to like Greece or Rome?
I'm going to Spain and Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good enough, I think.
I think, I would say, like, if you hold a month before you go to Spain and Greece, if you're holding off a little bit, just wanting to relax, I think that's okay. Or at least, I would say responsible thinking.
True. It's been a lot of spending, too, because as true Puerto Ricans, we needed everything new for the trip. So everything has to look good, What are you wearing every day? And, so that's a bit challenging. Sasha already made her luggage and her stuff, and I'm like, damn, she packed already.
She's ready to go.
Nothing. But I know already what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, just fold and let's go.
I understand.
Pretty quick. Yeah, you know what we're actually doing? We're leaving from Miami, so we were like debating on, should I rent a car from here and drop it over there? Cost you a little bit over $100. The cost of the car is like $30, but because you got to drop it over there and all these different charges, it costs you more than $100. And then I said I can have a friend take me, and then you have to fill the tank, pay, tolls, eating, and all that kind of stuff, because you got to take care of them when somebody's taking you,
To Miami.
And then I was, yeah, and we leave early, we can do other stuff. But then I was like, okay, how much is this and this, doing numbers. So anyway, we ended up we're going to go on a bus.
Oh, you got the bus? You going to take a bus down to Miami?
We're taking a bus. It's like 15, 18 minutes from my house, the bus stop, the station, and $25 each. And we out.
That's it. That's it.
Probably doing some of this to calm my nerves and maybe pop some pills, because I'm afraid of flying.
The Dramamine. You don't like flying?
No.
Really? I don't think I knew that.
I cry.
You
I
cry?
get so nervous. I do cry. I do cry.
I cry. Like I was
So,
really supposed to feel sympathetic.
My last
there.
trip was to Puerto Rico, right? And one of my friends and I, we flew together, and I took some stuff, and I said, "Hey, Marcos, I don't like flying." He's like, "That's fine, man. No worries." I said, "No, but I may get weird." He's like, "What do you mean by weird?" As soon as the lady starts talking, we're about to, to leave, and they're talking about what you got to do in case of emergency. I'm already nervous. Like literally, I'm shaking, and my eyes get all watery because I don't know why, but I get emotional. Like I'm really scared. Like I'm gonna die.
This is the end.
And then, yeah, this is the end. And as soon as that happens, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. Because what are the odds that we crash and somebody comes alive? That's impossible. How many times you heard that?
Somebody's gonna die for sure.
Everybody's gonna die. And as soon as that starts leaving,
Just gonna die. Not that I'm just.
we will die. Unless we're like really low in the air, there's a chance. But once that thing is up there, that we'll die. So I kept grabbing Marco's hands and squeezing them, and he's like, "Dude, let me go, dude." But I just gotta feel like somebody's next to me. You know what I mean? Like I gotta feel something.
Wow.
I go like this, like literally all over him. That's how I get.
That's serious, huh?
Yeah, like if Sasha's with me, there's no issue because she's my wife. We'll hold hands and I'll squeeze him really tight because I'm nervous. But if it's not my wife and you're my buddy, you're gonna be my wife for that flight.
So let me ask you: have you been on this long of a flight before?
Not like this one. No.
Like this is a
9
real
hours.
flight. Like you're going on a
Some
real
bullshit.
flight.
Yeah, and no stop. It's just going straight over there. So I'm taking a bunch of stuff.
So I'm taking a bunch of stuff.
I'm ready.
It's the international flights like
Look.
that.
Look.
Already talked to the doctor.
These, and I got other stuff that I'm not gonna show. I'm gonna take him when I'm in the bus on the way to Miami, probably like an hour before I get to Miami.
Any type of transportation scares you, so I like it.
No, mostly just flying.
Just the flying.
Just flying. Yeah, I'm afraid of it because you're gonna die.
Well, I'll tell you, the international flight. You said it's 6 hours to Greece.
9.
9. Oh, I've had a 9.
But it's more than one because we fly to Madrid.
Oh, you go to Spain first.
Yeah.
And then
from
layover
there
in
we are
Spain.
there a couple of days and we go to Barcelona. Then from there we fly to Mallorca.
Is that on
all
the
Spain?
So, but do you start?
It's like an hour. No. We go straight to Spain.
So straight to Madrid first.
Yeah, Madrid, then Barcelona, which is another flight for like an hour or so.
Yeah, those
then
flights are fine. Those
Yeah.
would be what you're used to.
Still, it's flying. Then you fly to Mallorca, which is another, I don't know, an hour or so. And then from there we fly to Greece, to Athens. And then, which is awesome because we'll be in Santorini and Mykonos for our anniversary, which is very romantic.
That's exciting.
Making some babies.
Making some babies. Más niños. Más
Más
niños.
niños para la familia.
Ay, da, 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 da.
Yeah. Hoping, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's going to be an exciting trip. I'm happy for you on that one.
Yeah, this should have happened 2 years ago, but fucking COVID.
Fucking COVID.
Yeah, fuck everything. So we looking forward to that, and yeah, this year we're doing a lot of stuff. Like we have another trip later on in the year. So.
Oh no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going later in the year?
We actually don't know yet, but we have airline tickets, both of us. Sasha and I. We just have to pick a place.
Oh.
Yeah. We this was also from the pandemic. We had bought. I don't remember where we're going, but they got canceled because of the pandemic. So we still have those vouchers. We got to use them before December this year.
Oh,
Yeah, so we need to plan where we're going.
that's
need to
kind
use
of
'em.
cool.
Yeah, I'm not losing those,
No, I don't blame you, bro. I wouldn't give up free money anyway.
and they're worth, yeah, a good trip.
Yeah.
But just no, we'll plan. We'll see where we can go.
Well, fuck yeah.
Hmm.
So what do you? I mean, so you got 9 hours of flight time.
Yes,
All right. What is What's the part where
overnight, overnight, which is worse. It's like a black hole.
What's the part where you start getting nervous? When
Well, all the
when the
time.
door closes?
Yeah, as soon as I get in the plane, I'm already. Not only that, but the planes are small inside, and I feel like we're all too close, and that already drives me crazy. Even going to the bathroom, I don't feel like I'm safe because it's too small in there. But when there's turbulence, like when it moves, I start praying. You know that drop that it does sometimes? Oh fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead. I lose it. Sasha sleeps the whole flight. Literally, she sleeps the whole flight. I don't know how she can. I don't know how she can.
Well, I'll tell you on this plane, like this is the big plane. It's a big plane, bro. Like this, like the international flights take like a little bit to load up because you got like a couple hundred, few through like 200-300 people getting on this plane.
I know.
It's gonna load up. You'd be fine. Like think about it, bro. You're basically taking a Greyhound bus and putting wings on it and taking it off the ground. It's pretty crazy.
I don't like it.
It's smooth.
And you know, when I get nervous, I get the runs. You know, that doesn't help. And you know those tiny bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know, I need space. I need to take all my clothes. I usually do. I take everything
Well,
off. And then
the good thing about a long flight like this is it's kind of like prison versus jail. Okay, like you know, like on the prison side, like you get TV and Cheetos. Like you're gonna be in there longer, but you get some nicer things, right? So
I heard that they feed us.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you know, on this flight, like you get food. Like if you wanted to drink and stuff, like it's not uncommon for them to keep you going. You know, like international flights are totally a different experience, and I haven't had any problems on an international flight. And I've flown to Europe and stuff. Melinda has flown to Japan.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of flying. That's a lot. 23 hours.
Fuck no.
To get to Japan.
No.
I can deal with Spain at like 9 and 8 out. Like Europe in general, like the European side. Like I can deal with that kind of time frame. But 23. Now she had to fly from Florida to Los Angeles to like Hawaii or Australia, and then it's just a lot of work.
Yeah. I don't. I'm scared.
Don't be.
Like I haven't. You know, I do stress eating when I get anxious and stuff, and that's where I am right now. Like I'm hungry all the time because I've been thinking about the trip. I know it's gonna be fun because we always have fun when we go out. But I'm not there yet because I'm stuck on the plane.
I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. Is that if you pay real close attention, I can bet you money that the food on the way there, on the plane, I shit you not, I guarantee you that the food and customer service that you're given on the way there is better than what you get on the way back.
Oh, I bet. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
No, well, because on the way back, you have the American airline, like the American-based airline, whatever one it is affiliated, is taking over the flight. So, coming into the United States. Going out of the United States, it should be like, in this case, let's say a Spanish crew. A true Spaniard crew, right? Because they all should live there. And, like, generally, in my experience, like, when I go to Germany, the flight to Germany has been amazing. The food is great. The staff is awesome. But when I'm coming back to the United States and all the Americans are working, it's not... It's you know, like, pass the chicken, take your favorite piece, pass it down. Like, it's like Soul Plane on that bitch. Every time.
You know what's bad is that I won't be able to recognize any of the nice things.
You should.
I won't.
You should.
No, I won't because I'm so nervous, and that I will be so nervous that I cannot recognize anything.
I
know.
I think you will notice, even without being as involved and as comfortable as you are, I think you'll still you of all people, I would be truly disappointed in if you didn't notice the differences in how, especially because that's what we do. We rate things.
I hope so. I hope I'm.
I actually, you know what? In truth, I should hope you don't notice a difference at all. I shouldn't wish bad upon you, but I will tell you that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want, watch, your experience on the way home is going to be so shitty, you're going to have to want to talk about it. No. But in my past experience, that's how it's been, is when I'm going to Europe and the European airline is in control, very, very nice, very pleasant, better food, you know, yogurt and shit. And, but on the way back, when the Americans were running the show, it was just
shit show.
All right, y'all know the drill. Line it up, fill your form out, get the fuck out. All right, that's how we do things.
It is very stressful. So I've been eating a lot.
So you've been stress eating, and it's.
I've been eating so much, but because of that, I'm working out so hard because I know I'm messing up big time. I'm like in the gym, like, you know, that person in the gym working really hard and sweating a lot. That's me right now this past week.
Knowing that you're doing wrong, it's like, I gotta
do a little extra.
You gotta do a
little extra. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's going to be an exciting trip, man. I'm really, really, really looking forward to hearing the feedback.
It's an anniversary one, so. Anniversary trip, so.
That's a total of 2.5 weeks? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah. Around 2 weeks. 14, 15 days, yeah. Yeah. And then, you know, the cool part is that on my first stop in Madrid, one of my best friends, Marcos, will be there.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah, we by it's coincidence because he's going to, I believe, Paris.
Okay.
But he's also going to Spain. So when he lands in Spain, in Madrid, I'm landing. He lands in Madrid the day before I do, and he's going to pick me up at the airport.
He's actually going to pick you up.
Yeah, we already planned it. What? Yeah, we're already like planned like a tour and stuff. We're doing stuff with. It's like a, you know what flamenco is?
No.
It's a Spanish traditional dance. Have you seen those?
Oh, yes. I'll Meet the Fockers. So, they did it.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going to a tour that includes all day wine drinking and food and tapas, and we're doing a show, and so he's picking me up from the airport, and we're going. Yeah. So
that's gonna be dope.
Cool thing. Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, so, bro. That's gonna be very exciting. I think you're gonna enjoy it. A lot of fun.
It'll be nice to see somebody that you know on a place so far.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, how cool is that?
Right? It was just coincidence. Yeah. Yeah. He said, "Hey, you know what day you going to Spain?" And I said, "Well, I'm going here." And when he said, "I'm going to Madrid," and we said, "Okay, what day?" I was like, "I'll be there. Me too." You know.
Well, so that doesn't happen every day. I feel.
Yeah. So he booked a hotel that's like 2 minutes from the hotel that I'm staying.
Fucking A. That's
it's like the next hotel. Yeah. So. Yeah, it'll be fun.
So before we move on to the next segment, what I wanted to make sure I mentioned was from the other day, we weren't sure if Melinda would hear the podcast where we talked about the proposal ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
And she definitely didn't. And it was quite hysterical because I got to tell her that all of our listeners knew about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, before she did. And
that was pretty cool, though.
And then she was like, well, I guess now that I'm going to be your wife, I have to make sure I'm listening to the podcast a little bit more. And I was like, yeah, exactly. See?
Well, that's not good either, because what if we're saying stuff that she shouldn't?
Touche.
The codes.
As much as... I'm not even offended. I told her, I said, it's no problem. I said, we have two different worlds. But on that same note, that brings me to the point where I'm excited to talk to my boy about some movies and shows today.
I know. I watched a lot of stuff during these 2 weeks, but there's two things that stand out to me. So we'll see and compare.
Okay. I'm gonna. What do you want? What do you want first? Do you want a show or do you want a documentary? Show or documentary?
Well, it's a film documentary. The first thing that I have on my list.
So in the documentary category, what are you pulling out?
Our Father.
Oh, this was a good one.
Right?
Crazy story.
It is unbelievable.
Dude. And do you have any recollection of what the final total was on that? I think that
Yes, I do. So the premises of Our Father, which I thought it was something for, it was something like a
Church
priest, like a priest and something like that. And when I started looking at it, I was like, "Fuck, what is this?" But it's because a woman who did a home DNA test revealed that she had multiple siblings, and that's how she started to look into it and questioning her family. That she was not adopted. She was what is it called? Insemination. That's what you call it.
Yeah.
Right. She was. That's how she was. She came to this world, by that procedure. But she felt that she was always different, so she had to do some research and see what's going on. And when you're looking into all these ancestry stuff, you find last names and relatives, And she ended up finding out that she had multiple people with that, with her situation. And when looking into it is because it was from the doctor who helped mom have a baby. How fucked up is that? You know what about it is that for me that sounds disgusting. Because even though he was not having sex with these women, for me it feels like a violation.
Oh, you think?
Well, no, but it feels like they were raped. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, you abused of this woman.
Yeah.
That's how, when I was listening to it, like, ew. I don't know why I kept going back to, like, why would you do that, you sick bastard?
He's definitely towing a line there. I mean, dude, he's towing a line. I'm gonna be on, and I don't mean to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
But I am saying this guy is a terrible human being. Do not delete, but there's no argument there. But the simple fact of what I'm saying is what made it weird for me is it's like, okay, today's the day of your appointment, miss such and such. Today's the day of your appointment. Go in there. They have to get in that very vulnerable position with their legs in the stirrups as women and all this already. So go ahead, get situated, and then I'll be right in there. He's going and stroking one out.
Yeah, right in the next room.
That is what's weird to me. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, that's already going on in that office all day behind other doors, because it's a fertility office. So everybody's jerking dicks in there.
This guy was just...
He's not the first dick to be... It's not like he was jerking in a non-jerking zone, okay?
Well,
what made it weird is he is he's the doctor that's performing the procedure.
I think back in that day, what they would do is take the little cup home.
No.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
I thought I understood.
You got to keep sperm hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why the lady... the nurse
I'm being serious.
No, but that's why the nurse say that she would put him in her bra. Remember?
This is true.
From the lab. To take it to... The lab was next door, so they will put him in between her boobs to keep him warm.
Keep him warm.
Because this is back in the 70s and 80s. So they will put him in the boob under her bra and stuff to keep him warm. What kind of clinic is this?
It's a fertility. But again, it's weird that it's just like, if I just got done doing that, and I don't mind if anybody, look, people jerk off and do all this other stuff, masturbate, whatever. I don't care.
All day, every day.
But to do it, to do it and then create something with it shortly thereafter,
so
I think that was terrible. I think this guy, that's not cool, man.
Yeah. So he had a partner, right? Another doctor there, who claims that he never saw something weird. Never. Like, how?
Well, the doors are always closed when you go to the doctor's office, doors are closed. Think about it. How would, if me and you worked if me and you were doctors right now, and we had a doctor's office,
you know what
why would I be seeing your patients when you're
out of all these patients that he saw, there had to be one time that he's coming out of his little room with a little cup and still with the heart on. hey, what up, Mike? I was like, hey, Mike.
Hey.
Harry, what you were doing? And they're like, no,
we
yeah,
got
you know,
it. Yeah. Yeah.
at least something. Something.
I understand.
And then, so to make it even worse is that, to your first question is how many kids, right? At the end of the show, the movie, it said it was 96 and counting.
Damn!
96 kids and counting.
Papi Chulo.
Disgusting Papi Chulo.
Bro, and did you see? You have to give it. I'm not giving credit to the bad guy here, but when I watched that and he first met with all those kids.
With the gun?
I thought it was interesting that he brought a notebook and started asking him where they made it in life. Like they were a big science experiment. Like,
yeah. Well, it was a
just
cult.
set it down. Was it a cult? Yes, it was a cult.
He was part of a cult
about the reproduction.
Yes. Yeah. That's what his purpose in life was, to multiply.
Well, he was a Christian, but he was a radical.
Yeah, but again, I think we talked about stuff like this before. I think people, anybody, when we read a Bible, you interpret the Bible. You have your own interpretation of what it says.
Correct.
Right. Now you have that, and then you have people that are good leaders in the sense of, this is what I'm reading. Like you go into a church, you listen to that pastor, he's your leader, right? I'm not saying that he's right or wrong. It's just everybody has a message, and those people follow that message, right? And this is kind of the same situation, I think. This guy read the Bible a certain way, and then he fell under this cult, if you want to call it, and he had something that he believed in, you know? Mm-hmm. If it makes sense to you, I don't know.
No, it does. It makes sense to me because the fact that, like, in his mind, he thought what he was doing was right.
Yeah.
And by the fact of, and I know some people don't want to hear like this side of the opinion, but like it, you know, you got to be fair and look at both sides here. Like this guy, in his brain, he thought because he wasn't penetrating these women with his penis, that he wasn't doing anything wrong. You see what I'm saying? Also,
yeah.
Like, it wasn't considered adultery in his brain because he was in a separate room producing the specimen and then was coming back in, and following through with the medical procedure with said specimen. He didn't see it as... It's not like these women were sedated and he was like... I don't want to say this vulgarly, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't raping them against their will. So in his brain, along with the religion... It sounds like he thought he was doing the right thing.
Yeah. But I thought so, too. But he was a jerk, too.
And then he became an asshole.
Yeah, the way he had tried to intimidate the kids, showing up with a gun for no reason.
Unnecessary.
The way he talked to them. It was, And now then he was worried about his marriage.
Yeah, but my wife of 57 years. This is going to break us up.
Yeah.
Well, it better, bitch.
Yeah. So, but there was nothing that they could have done back in those days for what he did.
No. Well, bro, even the case is recently prosecuted. Yeah. But because of the charges in general, there was no charge, and then now there's. Isn't that crazy how the law works? Like something bad has to happen to create a law. Because now Indiana, I believe it's the state of Indiana. This was happening.
Yeah.
Has a law against this type of thing. Now, I will tell you, I'm not justifying. I just want to make sure that's very clear. I'm not justifying that I think that shit. Like, I definitely think it was fucked up. I just don't like using the word rape with them because I'm like, well, it was against their will. You know, I guess I'm like trying to have this fine line. I think he took away. It became rape the moment he took away their choice.
I took it as a rape. I took it as that's why it was disgusting to me.
It was just it's so
96 kids.
I think that there should definitely be a malpractice lawsuit appropriated for each of these people.
As a doctor that is doing that, you go to work, you masturbate a few times a day. Then you go home. need to be with your wife too. How?
Oh. He
What was
just did missionary.
What kind of
I'm sure.
vitamins he was taking?
I'm sure.
Like-
Bro, he probably kept in position simple. You know?
Still,
He wasn't playing on our caliber of level.
we'll talk about multiple times a day.
This guy. Just a prize bull.
He
Maybe
could
God
go.
did send him down here to multiply. I don't know. We might have just fucking...
You have a power that nobody else has.
Yeah.
You can just go
That's
on
how I
and
felt.
on and on.
Hey, I'm not going to lie, bro. That's how I felt in 6th grade when I first figured out what that thing did.
Oh,
I was
my
like,
goodness.
holy shit, this is a magic power. I was like, I bet none of my friends can do this. This is da-da-da. Dude, oh my God.
It was like a competition. I gotta go
It
for
was.
another one.
Hey, my body's telling me something. I got to go.
Yeah. My mind is telling me no.
Yeah, bro, that's how it be, man. Around that age, man, I think I got to go. My belly hurts again.
You always find an excuse to go to the bathroom.
Amen, bro.
My mom
Amen.
used to get so mad at me. I used to use socks. When it was time to go to bed, I'm not gonna go get up and go to the bathroom. So I used to grab a sock, fit it, and put it in the corner of the bed. My mom would do laundry like, "You and these nasty socks."
Holy shit.
Talk about embarrassing.
Man, we went there, bro.
Anyway, let's go.
I told you guys the podcast is going to get wild.
Anyway, so what?
What have you been watching?
How do we switch now? What have you been watching?
That was the greatest. So,
Oh my god, I cried.
holy shit.
Ah. Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
That having been said, that'll probably be, we could shorten this little part out. You have to
Yeah.
trim this. Sorry. But, okay, so something else that was on the TV. You know what? No, I got to keep talking about this. So this guy ends up not getting convicted. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Not getting in trouble with the, I would like to think that, like, this guy should at least be I'm no fucking lawyer, but, like, I'm thinking the word malpractice law, like, couldn't he be sued for, like, at least, if you're not going to charge a guy for rape, he should 100% be charged for, giving his specimen against their will, and it's a malpractice thing. Like, that should just be,
Huh.
not good.
Yeah, I don't know. Something has to be done.
Well, speaking of the law, something has to be done.
Come on, you can't just go in live having 96 kids.
I ain't paying child support. What if they just hit him for back due child support?
Oh,
on
I
96
wish they
children?
did. I wish they
That-
could.
96 childs. All right, you ain't going to jail, but bitch, you gonna look like a deadbeat daddy.
Well, he already did. He's been stroking that shit so long. He looked so bad.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Well,
what you said about
well,
lawyer?
I will tell you. Yeah, I was just about to say this. On another note, have you taken a look at the Lincoln Lawyer show?
I did not, but I've seen and people have recommended it to me. Is it based on the movie?
Based on the movie.
There's a movie called Lincoln
Oh
Lawyer.
yes. You mean like the one with Matt McConaughey?
Yeah.
I love that movie. All right.
Is it in
Yes.
that line?
So it's kind of similar to the movie, but you
Okay.
get more. You
Well,
know
more
how
in
the
depth, I guess.
Yeah, you get more backstory. Like when you watch the movie with Matt McConaughey, like all of a sudden the motorcyclists were there in the beginning. Remember they
Yeah.
stopped him, and you really got no information about the motorcyclist.
Yeah.
They were
Well, now
just
that it's a
part
show, they can expand.
Correct, a little bit on these little things. But it's kind of what I really liked about it the most is it's kind of like the closest thing I would compare to like an old fashioned like CSI on TV type episode.
Gotcha.
Where like you could be the one watching it all the time, but Sasha could walk in on episode 4 and enjoy that episode with you.
Got you.
And then
Kinda-
walk. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. Yeah.
Okay, so it's really good for that because I haven't seen a lot of that on Netflix, so it's not like super heavy. It's just a nice, easy to watch type show.
Yeah.
And what's kind of cool is they have a Spanish guy. I don't know the actor's name. You have to forgive me, but they have a Spanish actor. Plays like a Mexican guy. He plays like a half Mexican, half white guy. Is what he plays in the show, by the way, and they call it out. That's why I'm mentioning it. And see the hands?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
want to make sure.
Just making sure. I'm mentioning it because they mentioned it.
Yeah. You know how it is.
So, anyways, and it's really neat. So like, and whereas the Matt McConaughey movie, like, I would have never gotten the perception that guy was half Mexican or had Hispanic, and like that becomes a key reason. The reason that becomes a key detail is because you found out the way he is, or why he is the way he is because his mother was Mexican. So he spent most of the year there, but in the summers, he would come to visit his dad, and his mom would come with him. And his dad was a defense attorney.
Gotcha.
So the Lincoln lawyer's dad was a defense attorney, and he was a really good one. And his dad was actually a good lawyer, and like gave him these good advice, and like, so it's kind of refreshing because it's not like, there for a while we always had shows like this.
Yeah.
So that people started going against the grain for so long, doing where like the bad guy actually wins or bad stuff always happens.
Yeah.
So the reason I like this show is because like good people are winning, it's also really nice. Like there's some really cool, like, I don't want to give away too many spoilers if you haven't seen it, because it is really, really cool.
How many episodes?
It's only 8 or...
That's like
I want to say it's only 8 episodes.
Kind of the normal now.
45 minutes.
How many? How much?
8 episodes, 45 minutes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But it's really good, and it's set in like L.A. And it's,
yes, that's how it was in the original movie. It was in L.A.
I
want to watch it. I just haven't got to it.
I really, really like it. I didn't know how I would feel about it because I did enjoy the movie so much, and I like Matt McConaughey. So to see a Spanish, like, accented person like coming into it was like a little different. But I'll tell you, by the end of it, now I can't see Matt McConaughey doing the role because I like this guy better.
Gotcha.
Like he does. Matt did good in the movie, but this guy here, dude, like his thought process, and then you mix it with like his little bit of like Mexican accent with it. It just kind of sounds like more wise, if you will. Like, and it fits the bill.
Yeah. I want to see it. I'll probably watch it tonight or tomorrow. I don't know.
You would like it.
Yeah. I've been told by many people that I need to watch it, but I haven't got to it because I was watching other stuff too, and then you're like, you're next in line. You know what I mean?
For sure, they add up.
Yeah, I watched a series on Hulu that you must watch if you haven't. It's called Candy.
So I don't have Hulu.
Well, you need my friends. It's true. I'll hook you up. So it's Jessica Biel, which she is so good in that show, man.
I love Jessica Biel.
Man, the thing she's been doing lately is really good. Have you seen The Sinner?
The Sinner. Yes, I think I have.
She's in the first season. She's fantastic.
I saw The Sinner. Remember, I talked about it with you.
Yeah. So on this one, she plays Candy, who's a lady. This is back in Texas. Candy Montgomery. That was her name.
Okay.
So she murders her best friend. And it goes. What is good about the show is that you start with the murder in the first episode.
Oh, nice.
So right away you're like, what the? It was a mistrial. They dismissed the case. She's free. She lives in Georgia now. Yeah, crazy. But it shows that she is guilty. The show is trying to show that she was guilty, but because of technicalities and all that shit and law, she ended up walking out, and how evil she was. And throughout the show, you find that she was sleeping with her best friend, husband, and she was married. She was very controlling. She wanted things her way, Jessica just plays it's so well done, you know.
I
And
want to see it now.
you know what's really interesting? Halfway of the episode of the season, it's only 5 episodes. When the deputy comes in to do investigation, it's Justin Timberlake, her husband.
Get out of here!
But so you got to look at it because he doesn't even look like him.
Really?
The hair, the mustache, back in the 70s and 80s, you know.
Yeah, like they really made him look good.
So so well done, and his accent, you know, his Texas accent and all that, just it's perfect. You got to watch it. It's a really, in a way, it's awkward in the show because when Jessica Biel and the scenes when she was with her best friend's husband, their sexual relationships were like very awkward. There was no love in that relationship. It was just like, let's get it done. It was just
almost
very awkward.
Yeah.
Just do it. Right. Hurry up, you know. And they had she had rules for him. You know, we will do it this day, at this time, in this place. It was just bizarre. Very bizarre. Yeah, you got to watch it.
It was all about how she liked to have control, it sounds like.
Yeah, and when she got a question, allegedly, we're going by the story that she's saying, that her best friend confronted her about being with her husband.
Dude, I really want to watch this now.
It gets really creepy, so it's so good.
I've been seeing commercials for it constantly.
It's so good. I watched I couldn't stop watching it. I couldn't stop watching it. I started watching it at night. I was like, I got to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow, but I didn't want to stop.
I wonder if me and Melinda could get somebody to share a Hulu password. I'm sure we could.
Yeah, I don't have. I can see it, but I don't have Hulu. So I would love to share with you. I just don't know. I can't share it.
I'll get somebody to share it with me.
I can get you Hulu. Wink, wink. We can work that out. Yeah, for sure. And then you will miss no shows. Yeah. But anyway, man.
Dude.
It's been an hour.
What a great episode.
So good to be back and so good to see you again, you know?
Yeah, bro. You too, man. I was
fun.
excited for this episode.
Yes. I can. It was very nice to hear everything about that day, that week for you, man. Very happy for you both.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I'm excited about it. It's going to be...
Can't wait for some cake now.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. I'm really excited. So it's a good time, and we're going to see what's going to happen and what's ahead. But, you know, I definitely wouldn't have asked if I wasn't sure. And I'm looking forward to what's to come. I think only great things are going to happen. I think that's why I keep saying, like, oh, I'm excited. It's because, no, like, you know, I know from this point on, like, once this box is checked mentally in my life, it's like, okay, well, now we can worry about everything, about the big goals and getting where we want to be together, because we're not, you know, even until you're married, I think that your brain, until you're married, you haven't switched off everything yet to be like, I don't know. Correct. I'm excited. I think it's going to be great.
And then on that note, we out.
We out this bitch.
Okay, muchacho.
All right, bro. I'll see you, man.